I ask, this is a wild idea, but Jurgen Klopp is complaining about fatigue of his players, and they have a threadbare squad right now. But they are also known for their high-pressing, high-octane football, heavy metal football, gegenpressing. But Manchester City equally are known for their press. Now, in a compressed season, with no pre-season of any form and more international fixtures during the break and more cup competitions to come with the FA Cup commencing in January, could it be a side that don't expend as much energy per game like Liverpool and Manchester City with that high press that could win the title? Chris?
Well, I think it's more than possible. I think it's more than possible. Sorry, Adam. And, you know, I threw in a moment ago that, you know, could it be a Leicester-type season where a recognised outsider wins the title? And if you look back to Leicester when they won the league, they were fairly much a counter-attacking side, weren't they? And, you know, in this day and age with all the problems that we have to face and that football is dealing with, you know, quite possibly, if you keep pressing high and you keep working the players, there are going to be players break down. I think it's fair to say that Spurs haven't had a great number of injuries, although they've just lost Toby Alderweireld last week with what looked like a fatigue injury because he took a free kick with nobody around him. And he strained a groin or an adductor muscle, which means he's likely to be out for a little while. I think it's a good point that you make, Adam. I don't know what you think, Chris. Yes or no?
To be honest, I think you would have seen the Jurgen Klopp interview after the Brighton game. I don't know what he's talking about, and I know there's a lot of anger, especially with the managers at the top who are involved in European football about the volume of games and injuries. But the issue here, Adam and Gary, is this is what the clubs signed up for. So, you know, they signed up for it. They can't moan about it. The big clubs get the big money and they're able to lavish this huge amount of money to bring the best players in, to pay the biggest wages. The Premier League isn't a level playing field. And you know, that's a fact at this moment. I just think that the big clubs have to get on with it. They want to be involved in the Champions League, the big clubs. They get riches because of that. That's where they want to be. And, you know, Liverpool have had a lot of injuries this season, but they seem to be coping all right at this moment in time. So, you know, my advice to Jurgen Klopp and Pep is they signed up for it. So, you know, get on with it. They're happy to take the money. So, you know, they have to accept the consequences of that.
Interesting. Well, he's talking about deals that were signed pre-COVID. Now we're in a COVID season, and all the other industries have had to adapt, been forced to. There's no merit to what Klopp is saying?
I think, Adam, there is a little bit of merit, but not a great deal. You know, so what Jurgen Klopp is basically saying, or the bit that I really heard about it, is if they play in Europe on a Wednesday night, he thinks it is wrong that they have the 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday, the early kickoff. I think historically in England, the footballing authorities have not helped English clubs with European tournaments. You know, most countries in Europe will do their best to rearrange their domestic league games to help their clubs in European games. Now, that's never happened with the English clubs. And of
course, it's down to
now,
broadcasting, Gary, isn't it?
Yeah, it is now, yeah.
They signed up to the broadcasting deals. They're happy to take the money. Now, I don't see Jurgen Klopp, as Liverpool manager, wouldn't be happy if broadcasters started telling Jurgen Klopp who he should be picking in his team, which is essentially is what he's telling the broadcasters.
Yeah. So now the situation is it's not so much the football authorities not assisting the clubs. He is saying that the clubs like Liverpool, like Manchester City, are being disadvantaged because they are having to play a European game and then do that 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday. The reason that 12:30 kickoff in England, lunchtime on a Saturday, is such a key time is because it fits in the time zones nicely. Early in the morning in North America, early in the evening in Asia. You know, that's why the biggest clubs and the biggest supported clubs are being used in that little slot, because that's what the rest of the world want, and that's what the rest of the world are paying the big bucks for.
Chris, I'm not an elite athlete in any shape or form.
No, I think we all know that.
I struggle to walk down the stairs on occasion, but put me in the mindset of an elite athlete. Does it make a huge difference if they were to kick off at 12:30 or 3 o'clock or 5:30 on a Saturday, having played midweek in the Champions League?
Well, you know, I never was an elite athlete. That's very nice, all the flattery.
You played for your country.
I think that it's where you want to be. And Gary will tell you, when you're at the top of your profession, it's, you know, these are the consequences. You want to be playing in the Champions League on a Wednesday night. And if you come back and you have to play 12:30, then just get on with it. I think since the, you know, recent history in football, Sir Alex Ferguson used to bang on about, you know, what Gary touched on, how Manchester United are being disadvantaged, and it's taking its toll on the players, and it's all too much. I think we all understand that, but ultimately, you play at a big club. This is what you sign up for. This is what you want as a player. So, as far as I'm concerned, Liverpool, Manchester City, and all the other moaners should just get on with it. Ask Burnley if they would love the revenue stream that the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City have. Of course they would. And that would allow them to buy bigger and better players.